faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman.
From the costumed heroes of bygone eras to the blockbusters of today, superheroes captivate and entertain. But do they represent more than escapism? Are their stories becoming a new mythology for the entertainment age, conveying the themes and questions of the human experience as poignantly as ancient mythological and religious stories once did? And do aspects of superhuman heroism actually exist in the real world? For this episode of Bridge Talk, we brought these questions to people on the street and to superhero creators themselves.
If I was a superhero, my superpower would have to be with enhanced knowledge.
If I was a superhero, I'd be the Neanderthal. I'd have adamantium fur like Wolverine, and I'd be like, bah!
I think it would have to be omnipotence. And the reason why is because I think what I would do is I'd let everything go as it must go. I wouldn't do anything. I think that would be the ultimate expression of self-confidence.
Invisibility.
It wouldn't be physical. It would be mental, right? And so that I could share and help other people and maybe save a few of the young ones.
My secret superpower would be to make all the flowers have smells and therefore tempt everyone to stop and smell them.
Well, actually, I was thinking about it for a few hours. I passed 3 hours on top of a mountain and I thought about it. And it would be not sucking.
Okay.
Yeah, then I can be whatever I want, not sucking.
The power to have anthematic, cinematic music playing at every second of my life.
Some kind of energy output or, some ability to just even tell the future to be able to correct what was happening today.
I'd be the annoying superhero, or the impish Buddha. That's what I'd like to be. Just annoying. That would be my superpower, I think, right there. Just to be annoying. Hey, are you gonna eat that? I want it. Can I have it?
My job is kind of superfluous to survival, right? I don't provide food or shelter or anything. My brother's a carpenter, but it's kind of what sets us apart from animals, I think, is humans decorate themselves, and even in the most sort of primal state, they decorate themselves, and that's an expression, or they dance or whatever, right? So I think creativity is pretty important.
Hi, boys and gals. There can only be one Superman, of course. Did you ever think about some of the super things that you can do for yourself? Well, like saving up the money for your own vacation, or for that new bike that you wanted so much. Well, all you have to do is just put away part of your allowance or your odd job money and put it in United States savings stamps at school.
Just as Spider-Man was born in a time when creators were struggling with the Cold War, with radioactivity, with all of those issues, the modern kids and the modern generation are struggling with globalization. That's the story of our generation. I think one of the things to state is, when we talk about myth, in many ways I believe the modern myths of society are things like Superman and Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Those are the modern myths of this generation trying to grapple with the same kind of abstract themes that many generations tried to struggle with for thousands of years. I think what we try to do, and basically what we try to tap into with these young creators, is let them tell the stories that they want to tell. Mm-hmm. Give them the platform, the medium to be as creative as they want, and really tap into a lot of the stories that they do touch upon, in some ways contrast, not necessarily because the publisher is demanding it, but they do bring in sadhus, they do bring in a lot of Asian themes, they do tap into a lot of these mythic archetypes that I think have existed here in India for thousands of years. We always say the most Asian movie ever made was probably The Matrix, which was all about Maya, the illusion.
I think that everybody wants to believe, that kind of stuff exists, but not how we expect. Like angels and demons, and just not like a fiery guy with red tail and stuff. Stuff is out there. Like there's evil out there and there's mystery out there, but it's not how you expect it. Same with angels too. It's not so much that there's these feathery winged things watching over you, as things happen in your life for a reason. And
superheroes, dang it, are just too cool to not believe in.
So, Steve, do you believe in superheroes at all?
I do believe in superheroes.
He does.
I believe, actually, that I am kind of like the Wolverine in the fact that I have had scars that have just magically vanished.
Wolverine is a great, nearly invincible.
Everybody's a superhero.
The Hulk.
Police.
They have Iron Man.
Yeah, firefighters.
And Spider-Man.
I have it's not superpower, but it's super grumpy. I pick up a lot of garbage.
You know, these people that are carrying the guitars and playing in bands, well, that's kind of a superpower because that's a gift.
Maybe when you got premonition dream is part of it, you know, you got an imprint of future or something that you're tuned to it, that it's there, but you were aware.
Well, it's funny because I remember a few years ago the CBC had the Greatest Canadian, and it irked me because the Greatest Canadian is the one that hasn't gotten noticed. And I do believe everyone has this superpower that boils down to extending a hand.
Oh, there's a lot of people that have more natural ability for
intuitive ability.
No, natural ability for like sports, like gymnastics and stuff like that.
I think there's a lot of untapped potential for people out there. I mean, there's so much that we're capable of that maybe perhaps through just our friends or social environment, society, what it tells us that we're incapable of things, and I think that's constantly getting drummed into our psyche. I think we're capable of things that we haven't even imagined yet.
There's if we really use 5% of our brain or something, there's really place for we don't understand or we don't even know about things. So how there's something way bigger than what we think it is.
Mark, do you believe in superheroes?
Yes, but in a different sense. I don't believe in superheroes wearing spandex and like chasing bad guys and stuff like that.
That's just retarded.
A superhero could be, I don't know, some guy giving a bum a toonie or something, or a superhero could be, just good Samaritans.
Just good people, man.
Yes.
That's all you need, good people.
As he flies toward the space station, Starman detects signals from the secret Cypherian base on Earth.